Hey, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Another lesson to the spirit power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, and Brother Ariella, GMS from GMS Pittsburgh, right? So, as I'm watching a lesson from Elder Manat Zagbal, which he is currently still alive right now, going strong through the spirit. The title of his videos is Accusations Are a Part of the Truth, and we all have a past, right? So, in this particular situation, I guess a brother, was coming up against the brother Amawan Ibad, right, which was formerly in the military, okay? And like the elder said, we all have a past. We all have a past, brothers and sisters, of some sort, shape, or fashion. We all have a past. But the point is that we have been renewed through the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We have been sanctified to do the work of this ministry and to do what's pleasing unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. When I say do the work of this ministry, I'm talking about the men of the Lord. Now the women that will do helpful things towards the ministry, whether helping, whether making garments, whether helping house brothers, whether sending donations, whatever that case may be, they're still putting forth a foot into the ministry, okay? But still going back into it, that we all have had a past, right? So does it make it wicked that our brother was once let's say, a police officer, or they were in the military, or they was and they were a doctor, or they was in the pharmaceutical industry? No, it don't make them wicked, okay? And a lot of y'all start to get confused by these things, okay? We all have played a part, some part in the world, but the Lord have drawn us out of that world to be now what? The most important thing is a part of the ministry, okay? But now we have the knowledge of the things that we were once into, and that can spread different knowledge of the effects or the experience of these different things that we were once a part of. Okay? So I'm going to get this scripture. Alright, so this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. It says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? But be not deceived, neither fornicators, idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High." Right? Now check this out. "And such were some of you." So, brothers in the faith, and even sisters in the faith, they have been a part of these different things, meaning they had a past before they came into the truth, before they were sanctified, before their mind was renewed. Okay? And even when you go back to the scriptures, as the scriptures say, for our scriptures are written for our learning, what about Cornelius? He was of the Italian band. He was in the military. You see? You got brothers that was, when you go into the scriptures, they're fishers, okay? Hunters, tent makers, okay? They all played a position in the world before they came to the knowledge. So you can't put this stigma on them of, oh, well, since this brother was in the military, that he's an agent. No, it don't work like that. You see? So it says, "And such were some of you." Example. So such were some of you of pimps, drug dealers, gang bangers, drill niggas, right? Prostitutes. All these different things of that sort of the world, that the people of the world whom the Lord is not dealing with. We were into that. Drunkards, thieves, right? Robbers, jackboys. We were a part of all of that. You see? Now you may have some people out of fold to say they weren't part of that, maybe a rough lifestyle. But maybe they have been a part of fraternities, right? Maybe they have been a part of different idol worship, Christianity, Catholicism, Pentecostal, Baptist, Pan-Africanists, Egyptology. They were still in some sort of wickedness that the Most High was not dealing with. You see? Everybody has a background. So you can't say this individual is wicked for the background that they had. See? And a lot of Jake is getting confused behind this. So verse 11 again, 1 Corinthians 6 verse 11 says, "And such were some of you, but you are washed, but you are sanctified, but you are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua, and by the Spirit of our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua." See that? So we justified, we covered through the Spirit. So no matter what, so you can bring up our past all you want, right? But you can't lay charge to the Most High's elect. Let's go get that real fast. The book of Romans, chapter 8. Verse 33 says, "Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifies." So you can't lay those charges against us, right? And you're going to have a lot of people that do that and say, "I remember you. I know you. You used to shoot at niggas, right? You used to be drugs all through the neighborhood and cause ruckus, right? You used to stand in the street corners and sell your body, right? You used to stand in the street corner and drink 40s with your boys, with your pants hanging off your ass, okay? Oh, you used to be in Rite Aid, okay, and sell prescription drugs, which you know that affect the people, right? All these different things they may say before we were in the truth, right? But the scriptures say, "Which were some of you," meaning we in past times were engulfed into these different things. You see? So for you individuals to try to come up against brothers, and then maybe even sisters, that's trying to do their best in the faith, and trying to worship Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua through the Spirit to the best as they can, and trying to say, and lay these different charges on them, or you were this, or you were that. And they're not doing this now? You wrong, man. See, you need to repent. Okay? Because you are wrong. Right? But this is what Jake do. You see? So, when we go to the book of Jeremiah, I want to get this real fast. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5, it says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." So Jeremiah was already set up from the womb to be a prophet unto the nations. Okay? But see, it's the same thing with men of the Lord today, that have, were put in different situations, were in a lot of different things of the world, but it was already set in their spirit at the point of time when the Most High had it set for them to wake up and to acknowledge the truth that they were going to do that. And they may have been in whatever thing that I named all throughout the scripture, or throughout the scriptures, or maybe mentioned within this lesson. And so they was like, "Oh shit, I'm going off. I got to return to Yahweh Ba'ashem. I got to leave off, and I got to separate myself from this wickedness." You see? They was already doing something else. Matter of fact, let's get this, right? Check this out. I want to get at the book of Matthew chapter 4, verse 18. It says, "And Yahushua, walking by the Sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simon called Peter and Andrew, his brother, casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And he said unto them, Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." So what? They were already doing something. They had an occupation. What was their occupation? Being fishermen. Okay? Then Yahushua said, "Look, I need you to be fishers of men. There's a greater task at hand that I need you to do, or who I need you to be. And that's to be a fisher of men. So follow me," right? "And they straightway left their nets and followed him. And going on from thence, he saw another two brethren, James, the son of Zebedee, and John his brother in a ship with Zebedee, their father, mending their nets. And he called them, and they immediately left the ship and their father and followed him. You see? So they was already doing things, and then when it was time for when Yahushua went to them and said, look, there's a bigger task at hand, I need you to follow me. There's a more important job that you need to do. And what did they do? They dropped it. So it's the same for the brothers and the sisters of the faith that did the same thing once they were called. Right? Which leads me to this, the book of John, chapter 15, verse 16, it says, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that you should go forth and bring fruit, right? That you should go and bring forth fruit, Salakia, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you shall be asked of you, or asked of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. You see that there? Okay? So you were called to do this. You see? And they were called to what? To bring forth more fruit. Right? Not fruit of their labor of being fishermen and to collect more fish and to do what it had to do what they needed to do. No. It's about what the Lord needed to do. And this is what you see happening through the Spirit power you have through brothers waking up to the Spirit and handling their business, being about their Father's business. And what? Pushing forth the truth and the right doctrine of this ministry. You see? So we go back here to the book of Jeremiah. Chapter 1 verse 5 says, before I formed thee out of the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee to be a prophet unto the nations. So it was already set up through the Spirit of what you were going to do and what time you were going to be set up to be able to push forth this word, or to realize, or to come into the knowledge and understanding of the truth, and to, of course, to learn and to study up and to build and to cast off things and to repent and to, and to come to the knowledge where you'd be able to teach. But it was already set up like that through the Spirit. But beforehand, you may have been into different things. The military, the police force, in the streets, okay? In the NFL, in the music industry, whatever the case may be. But when it was that time when you were called to do what you needed to do, it was going to be done that way, right? I got one more. Through the Spirit. This is all through the Spirit, okay? All through the Spirit. So we want to get and like the brother mentioned, look, man, we come from all walks of life, man. We come from all walks of life. You people don't have a clue what brothers and sisters may have went through or have gone through before they entered into this ministry. You see? Just because we don't broadcast it, you don't know. So this is the book of Acts. The book of Acts chapter 10 verse 1 says, there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, right? And a centurion of the band called the Italian band. So you see Cornelius' leadership or his role he had. He was a part of the military, the Roman military. Okay, and he had people under him. But does that mean he wasn't a man of the Lord? Or does that mean he was an agent? No. That's just his position he played, okay, before he was actually awakened to the truth. To the full truth of the matter, right? Because it says he believed, right? Now prove this in verse 2, a devout man and one that feared the Most High. So he already believed in the Most High, okay? With all his house, which gave much alms to the people and prayed to the Most High always. So he was a believer. You see that there? So, and then you got many brothers and sisters that comment that may have the zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Okay? But then they get to a position where they start to understand the true message of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to the servants and prophets, to the true doctrine that's being taught by the men of the Lord, the servants and prophets. Okay? So, I mean, that was just a quick hint to the spirit, and something from my spirit as Elder Natazak was doing this lesson about the accusations and about the past that brothers and sisters may have. Right? Don't let that discourage you. Okay? Because we all have past, and these people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay? That's why the scripture says, which were some of you, because we all had a past, but we were what? We were renewed, or we were sanctified through Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, so there you have it. Just a quick hit. We give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great most of the peace, hopefully let today's time on this hit shalom.